My name's Adam Robinson and I'm a landscape designer and stylist. I run a company called Adam Robinson Design, which we take our clients through the design process and bring the project construction to fruition of design. I kind of always had a love for recreating spaces, and I get to work firsthand with our clients, and you work very close with them, understanding what kind of lifestyle they have, who's in the family, if they like an active lifestyle or a passive lifestyle. And I get to create these space that hold gatherings, that hold one-on-one time with family members or entertaining. And it's within nature, and nature's so healing, and it allows us to connect to nature, which is connecting to ourselves. I believe as the landscape designer, you are drawing from the architecture and interiors. So the mix of style in my facade is very earthy, textural, and it connects to the surrounding environment. And therefore there's just a beautiful seamless flow that flows out into my garden. The mixed cladding style I've gone for is a reflection of the natural surrounding that this property is in. So I've gone for this beautiful Hardie fine texture cladding because it gives me the effect of a rendered wall without having the footings or having a brick layer in there. And then the Axon cladding gives a nod to that coastal vibe. I like to mix about 2 to 3 cladding styles together because I feel that's enough. Too much would be overwhelming, and too little can seem a little bit underwhelming. The textures and materials that I've used for my flat lay are all beautiful organic materials which has been inspired by the natural environment. On the Hardie fine texture cladding, I've painted this beautiful Dulux Copper Effects paint, and it kind of reminds me of like the earth in the Northern Territory. So it connects to that space. And then in the Axon cladding, I love that material because it gives a nod to the coastal vibe, and I've laid it in a vertical fashion, which to me feels a little bit more contemporary. I've painted that in a lovely charcoal color, and then I'm going for black windows. So the windows almost just fall into the colors of the Axon cladding. On the ground, I've used a lovely crazy paving that has a very organic feel to it, because it doesn't have any square edges, of course. And then on the front facade, on the entry to the property around the front door, I've gone for a lovely Wombrel cladding. And that has some warmer tones into it, which tie back to that beautiful copper effect. I love the Hardie fine texture cladding because it's a nice, easy way to dress a facade. You don't have to worry about any of the footings that you would normally with a masonry wall. And it's just a nice, fresh, easy way to create texture. You can paint it any color, so it's super versatile. A lot of the plants I've used do give a nod back to the bush setting. I've used a nice mix of Australian native plants, but then also mix it up with some lovely water-wise succulents. All of the plants are green, so it's a green on green palette, but it's just a beautiful mix of greens, a beautiful silver greens, dark greens, lime greens, to create the interest between each plant.